Hey friends, and welcome back to the Sweden vlogs. In the last video, we finally arrived at our first stop in Sweden. In this video, I will show you our first campsite, which was one of our favorite official campsites of the entire trip, and we will go on our first hike through the magical forests of Sweden. After driving for almost 4 hours through seemingly endless rain, we finally arrived at our first destination of the trip. We chose Skiddastrand, a campsite we had visited a couple of times on our last trip, as the first stop because we knew that this was a beautiful space to stay and to unwind. It is a nature campsite with an outdoor space to do the dishes, an outdoor shower, and it is located at a beautiful lake. We parked the van, and regardless of the misty weather, we went for a nice long walk along the lake at the campsite, which was well needed after 2 days of driving. The next day we drove up further north along one of the biggest lakes in Sweden called Vättern, which we could see from the distance a very long while on the drive. We ended up parking at a nature reserve right along this lake and went for a tiny hike on which we stumbled across a very scenic bay. A very beautiful start to the first proper day in Sweden. At the end of the day, we headed even further north and parked up in between two lakes near the National Park of Tiveden, which we were going to visit the following day. And we ended this day by exploring the area and sitting at one of the many shelters to watch the sunset. In the next video, we will go and explore the National Park of Tiveden together, which was our favorite national park we have ever visited in Sweden.